That's music from Big Front Yard. It's called Same Old Pictures, written by Steve Dolan, who is in the studio with me at the moment, as well as Mick Dolan and Min. Right. Gentlemen, good evening and welcome. First off, tell me about Big Front Yard. How long have you been going? Let's talk to you first, Min.
Oh, about 2 years.
Can you move in on the mic a bit, mate?
Yeah, about 2 years.
2 years, quite some time.
Well, we all got together. We've been trying to get together for a lot longer than that, but we're all in different bands.
How long have you known each other then?
All about 5 years.
And what kind of bands were you in yourself, Min?
Recently, or in total, that would take an hour's show.
Now, I gather you've all been through the mill, right? You've all been through sort of you know, the whole sort of deal of whipping around. I don't know whether either you sort of got into the Let's Go Across to Germany trip or not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Everything that's happened, right?
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, the band which members of Big Front Yard were in that maybe got a little bit furthest on towards sort of getting a name for itself was Hard Meat.
Right, that was Mick and Steve.
Mick and Steve were both in that. Why did that band not make it, Mick? Can you tell us? I mean, the one thing which I heard about Hard Meat was that there was an absolutely disastrous publicity gimmick of sort of mailing out bits of sort of dried meat to sort of various sort of people in the business, and it sort of went rotten because of a postal strike.
That was very early on.
Right.
It improved a bit on that, but the whole sort of PR thing and publicity machine, which sort of works for a band, we were a bit naive early on, and we sort of tended to let other people get on with it when we should have taken a bit more of an active interest, perhaps, and ended up putting things out through the media which we weren't aware of until it was too late, and
that saddled you with the wrong kind of image and that whole kind of deal. How much do you think the whole media trip can get in the way of a band so badly? Publicity machines, or the wrong kind of write-up, the wrong kind of image, whatever, you know, handling by record companies. So much can go wrong on that level.
Yes, I think it did with us particularly, but that was then. I mean, we do it all different, you know, now, but what can you say? What's gone before is gone before.
Right. You've all been through the mill. You've all been up and down and sort of messed around by cruddy agents and that whole kind of deal. Yeah. How do you see about, you know, I mean, with all that, you know, that's happened to you individually and collectively, how do you see going about making it? Or if you want to make it big, where do you want to make yourself? Where do you want to see yourselves going? Let's talk to you a little bit, Steve.
Well, how do you mean?
How do you want to handle yourselves? Because at the moment you are in charge of the band, the four guys in the band.
Yeah. I mean, it's on a level at the moment by where we've got some control of it, so to speak. You know, I don't think the band could ever sort of do anything on a big hype thing. I think it has to have a sort of a strong sort of basis.
Yeah.
Which I think the band has got, purely because of the way we've done other things previously. You get to learn by your mistakes, so that it gets to a point by where you know what you can do and how you feel you want things to be done. And because maybe we have been playing for quite a long time anyway, and as Big Front Yard maybe, hopefully, it never came to a point by where we really wanted to do something, that we were becoming recognised, so to speak.
Someone comes out and say, hey boy, I'm going to make you a star.
Yeah, then, I mean, like, it would have to be well, it wouldn't have to be on our own terms, but we would know how we would want it to be done, you know.
Yeah.
We wouldn't fall for the mistakes that we did before with, like, Hard Meat, which took a long time to get out of, you know, that whole thing.
Because, I mean, you know, the stories of bands that have been badly handled are so rough. I mean, Brinsley Schwartz, it's taken them 5 years to get round.
That's such a good band as well.
Yeah, Brinsley Schwartz, at the time Hard Meat was going, I mean, we were going through that whole thing of, like, every now and then we'd pick up a paper and we'd read something in the paper and say, well, what the hell is this? You know?
Right, yeah.
Oh, dear me, and it was really embarrassing to me, because it would be embarrassing to see our friends, because they'd say, what was that I've seen in the paper? Oh, nothing to do with that. Only playing a band. Yeah. But Brinsley Schwartz, I mean, at the time Hard Meat was going, and at the time Hard Meat was going through that whole thing, they also, that thing about like flying 100 journalists to Manhattan and all of that sort of thing, you know.
Because that tore that band apart, you know, they just had to go away and hide for like a couple of years, which is, it's ridiculous, it really is a shame. How easy do you find it putting material together now? Because when I saw you going down the railway at your regular gig, you know, which is, let me see, it's a Saturday gig down at the railway.
Do that pretty regularly.
You know, how easy do you find putting your stuff together?
Gets easier.
Gets easier as the band sort of works in. You have a new guitarist at the moment.
Yeah, it gets a lot easier as you get into it. I think there's a difference between being 4 musicians in a band, basically.
Right. Let's listen to one of his compositions.